What if Darth Vader found zombie stormtroopers and discovers that Thrawn has also been infected? This is part 2, the continuation of Darth Vader with zombie stormtroopers. You can check out part 1 in the description. Let's continue from where we left off previously. Darth Vader blows up a bunch of zombies and now continues forward trying to find out what actually happened to this defunct Star Destroyer and how this experiment went awry. There was this section that Darth Vader felt eerie. It was empty, but the worst thing, he could not sense anything. This was the problem with the zombies. They were dead. They had no ripple throughout the Force. Fortunately for Vader, they were pretty loud. As they emerged from the corridors, a bunch of zombie stormtroopers detected Vader up ahead and started going for him. Vader ignites his lightsaber and ready to do battle, and quickly discovers that he is very outnumbered as zombie stormtroopers were creeping in from left to right. He used his lightsaber to slice the head of one zombie, and then with the Force he crushed another, but again he turns his head only to see more zombies emerging. It was basically unending. The crew was in the thousands and all of them were infected. But what Vader did next was genius. He remembered a trick they used with his former master aboard Grievous's ship. With his lightsaber, he created a hole down on the floor, and it worked. The opening was created and it was not too far down below. Vader checked once more, only to see a horde of zombie stormtroopers literally running for him with their mouth agape, trying to infect Darth Vader by any means possible. Vader wastes no more time. He jumps through the hole and lands down below safely. But again, what felt very unfamiliar to him was not sensing anything, not being to sense any life form, especially these zombies that are everywhere. He needed to be really careful. He again tried desperately to reach out with the Force, and as luck would have it, he actually sensed something. He really felt something. He got a sense of a room, felt a ripple through the Force that would send him to a transmit station. This was perfect, as Vader had not anticipated this much of a heavy load. To him, his mission was already a success. He had come to investigate independently, wanting to know what had happened aboard this Star Destroyer, and found out that Tarkin had something to do with it. Now all he needed was to call for backup, and he was in the process of doing that. Just as he was about to push the button to send out the alert, another hand from a different part of the ship used an emergency scrambler, a comm jammer that would not allow Vader to reach out to other Imperial outposts. Now Vader was truly surprised. What the hell happened? The systems were functional, the comlink had just worked a couple of seconds ago, and now everything started to go offline. And right at that moment, something came to him. He could see a hand, a crooked hand, trembling as he had pressed a big red button to scramble his comlinks. This was actually one of the first things that Vader sensed in this ship, and he was very surprised because not only was it dark, but it was something otherworldly. It wasn't from the dark side directly, it was something beyond that. Vader found himself without options. He couldn't get back to his ship, and he couldn't reach out to anybody for help. He ultimately decided to do what he always did in his younger days, and actually sit down and meditate. Try to find a solution by actually communing with the Force, communing with the dark side. As he sat there, he noticed a huge humming sound approaching more and more, becoming louder and louder. As he slightly turned his head behind him, a huge dark side monster ripples through the corridors of the Star Destroyer, bursting through its only mission to find and eliminate Darth Vader. Now Vader took full notice as the dark monster was becoming bigger and bigger as it approached its target. Now it had found Darth Vader with its mouth wide open, sharpening teeth, red flaming eyes, followed by huge explosions wherever it went. It overwhelmed Vader. It wrapped around him and pierced him through the chest. Vader felt such pain that his mask completely deformed his mouth. He had partially destroyed his mask, and from all that horror, Vader simply wakes up. It was only in the meditation. This is what the Force was trying to tell him, that aboard this ship there is a big, huge monster that was searching for him. actively searching for him, and now Vader understood this monster was the person who had jammed his comlinks, who would not let him escape this ship alive, and would do anything by any means only to find him and possibly not kill him, but infect him so that he could join the horde of these zombies. When he stood up, he realized it had been hours since he had been in that meditation, and that the visions inside those meditations had taken a lot out of him. Vader needed to find a transport out of here as fast as possible. What Vader did not know, however, was that on the other side of the ship, this big bad monster was a Chiss male that Vader actually knew, and this was former Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now he was the leader of the zombie hordes aboard this ship, and because of his Chiss species, the virus could not take full control of his brain. He still had his motor functions and his intelligence, but now, because of the virus, he was interlinked with all the zombies aboard this ship, and his plan was simple: spread the virus. He was chosen for a reason. His brain remains active, linked with the others. He would rule them all, and he would finally become what he wanted. Now he would have the power to truly challenge Darth Sidious, and this is the reason why, through speakerphone, he found Darth Vader and actually told him to come and join him. He said, "Lord Vader, my friend, come and join me." Vader's force sensitivity was coming back. He could feel something. Vader kind of recognized the voice, but throughout all the muffling, he could barely make it out. He reached out with the force only to realize that it was impossible. Could this be Thrawn? Vader thought to himself. Thrawn now lets it be known officially, giving the announcement through the whole ship. He says, "It is me, my friend. It is Grand Admiral Thrawn, soon to be much, much more, and you will be my instrument, and we will do it together. Come and join me. We have much to discuss." In his head, Thrawn had played it out perfectly. Once Vader arrives, they would infect Lord Vader, because otherwise he would never understand the grandiose plans that he has for the new empire, the new zombie empire that Thrawn would be the emperor of, and Vader would be the enforcer. He had everything laid out, but he had underestimated the sheer power of Darth Vader, who didn't waste a moment's breath in taking strides to go meet Thrawn face to face. In Vader's mind, this would only end one way. Vader had heard it through the comlink. Thrawn not only sounded infected, but he also had infected zombie stormtroopers around him that could be audibly heard. Vader knew it. Once I arrive, it is either him or me. And yeah, what an ending to part 2, am I right, guys? So part 3, you can expect something gigantic. If you thought part 1 was good and part 2, you can't imagine what I have planned for part 3. And watch the story and the comics that I'm trying to bring to you guys. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying them. Be sure to subscribe and not be left out, because there are more and more parts coming, other stories too. So let me know if you have any ideas down below also, and if you want to watch videos like this, then click on the end screen that you have in front of you right now.